Hi, and welcome to Rachel Art with Heart.
Hi, hello, and welcome back. I'm so happy to see you again. So we are continuing doing our summer camp themes. Each week we have a new theme and we're going to create an art project along with that theme. Last week we learned about ocean and made a couple of really cool ocean projects. This week we are going to be doing all things 4th of July. So make sure to like and subscribe to see all the fun summer activities we're going to be creating. Today, we are going to make a 4th of July popper. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make this step by step. But first, Ray's gonna give us a little bit of facts about 4th of July. What is the 4th of July and why do we celebrate it? Come on, let's learn.
Hi guys, it's great to see you guys again. All right, the 4th of July. Why do we celebrate it? The 4th of July is the United States birthday. It's when we declared our independence in 1776. When you look at the American flag, you will see 50 stars. This represents 50 states. And 13 stripes. This represents the 13 colonies that declared its independence. Wow, that's so cool. That's why you see fireworks and parades. It's like a big birthday for America. Okay, let's see what kind of art project we're gonna make.
Ray, thank you for all that really great information about the 4th of July. Now that we know a little bit more, let's go ahead and make our 4th of July popper. Come on. Okay, so first thing we're gonna start with for making our popper is we are going to decorate our paper. That's gonna be wrapped around our toilet paper roll. Now you will notice I pre-measured and cut out. That way it fit perfectly around. If you need help doing that, get a grown-up friend to help you cut out a piece of paper so it wraps around perfectly. But all I did was get my toilet paper roll, kind of roll. Make sure it's cut kind of here and then cut here. That way it fits. And if it's a little bit popping over, that's okay. All right, so once you have that, next you can start decorating. I chose colors that were very 4th of July, right? Some red, white, or some red and blue, and then some yellow because we have white on here, and watercolors to decorate with. So I think I'm gonna start out by doing some stars, because I always kind of think of stars, some fireworks, different things like that when I think about 4th of July. You can decorate however you want to. Maybe you want to do some red, white, and blue stripes. Maybe you want to draw the American flag. You can decorate your popper however you'd like. I'm adding some stars. I think I'll put one up here. Like that. Then I have 5 stars. Now, I probably will go in and add some stripes. Some red stripes over here. That. Another one. Stripes going around like that. And then I'm gonna kind of go under my star here. Add in maybe some blue designs. Maybe I'll do like this. There we go. So there's kind of a little bit of decoration on there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and watercolor. So I'm gonna get my paintbrush with my water. Wipe, wipe, wipe. And then I'm going to choose again some colors that feel 4th of July to me. I'm going to choose this blue over here. Round and round and round we go. Now remember, these are just the colors I'm choosing. You can choose whatever colors you want, and you can decorate however you want. You're going to notice that special trick with oil pastels and watercolors. The oil pastels and watercolors, they don't mix together. So when you put watercolor on top of oil pastels, it jumps right off. So you can paint right over those oil pastels. Go. There we go. Now you can either let this dry for a little bit because it's going to need to be dry before our next step, or you can grab a paper towel and you can do some blotting to dry it. Pick up all those puddles. Remember, with a paper towel, we don't want to rub it. We just want to bounce it around like a bunny. Okay, so now that I have this decorated and it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and glue it on the outside of my toilet paper roll. I'm going to get my glue stick. I'm going to make sure I cover with glue. Cover, 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 cover. Kind of hold it up. If your fingers get a little sticky, that's okay. We want to make sure it's all covered all the way around with plenty of glue. That way, our paper sticks to it. Now that we have it covered with glue, we don't want to set it down because it's really sticky. I'm going to flip my decorative paper over. I'm going to set this down right here. And then I'm just going to roll. Kind of push that down. Roll, roll, roll very slowly. And then I'll finish it up right here with some glue. Make sure that sticks nicely. And then I have my toilet paper roll covered with my decorative paper. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab our tissue paper and our festive paper that we're gonna add inside. That's what's gonna fall out when we pop our poppers. Now I have these kind of papers over here. If you have these, you can have tissue paper, you can have pieces of paper that you rip up into tiny paper. You can have all sorts of different things that you want to add inside. These are the ones I have, but yours don't have to look like this. Any kind of festive paper, or like I said, if you don't have this kind of paper, you can rip up some paper, put it in there. You can rip up pieces of tissue paper and put it in there. Anything you want. But remember, when you pop it, all of this is gonna fall out, okay? So now, I'm gonna set that to the side. I'm gonna grab my tissue paper. This is just regular tissue paper that you might find in a birthday present. I like to save all my tissue paper to reuse it for another time. Now, you can choose to rip with your hands the tissue paper, or you can choose to grab a pair of scissors and cut. I'm going to cut. Again, I want to cut away from me, kind of little squares. Make sure they are big enough to wrap around the outside of our toilet paper roll. So that seems big enough. So I'm going to cut, cut, cut. There we go. Set it to the side. I'm going to cut another piece. Kind of roughly about the same size. And set that to the side as well. All right, so now that I have those two pieces of tissue paper, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get my glue stick again, and I'm gonna glue, 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 just the top, all the way around. Glue, glue, glue. Just the top over here. And then I'm gonna get my tissue paper. Make sure it's even over the hole right there. And with my fingers, I'm going to carefully make sure it fits all the way around, just like that. Okay, nice and stuck together. Now before I do the same thing on this side, I'm gonna add in my pieces inside. Push them all inside, push them all inside. Make sure they're all in. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna get my glue stick, glue all the way around. Get my tissue paper again, same thing. Make sure it's kind of even, my circle's even in the middle. Carefully pull down like that on all the sides. And there we have it, like that. But now we need to make it so when we pull, it pops, right? So that's when my wire comes in. And I have a bead at the top. And then I have my wire over here, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're going to carefully, and if you need a grown-up help with this, go ahead and ask a grown-up friend to help you. I'm gonna show you first, okay? Since tissue paper is so easy to rip, you wanna be very careful. You're just going to carefully pop that in. And then you're going to carefully, on the other side, kind of make sure you can feel where your wire is going to come through. I'm going to carefully pull that through like that. Don't pull through all the way. You want to make sure that bead stays at the top and this is at the bottom. And be very careful with it because only pull it when you're ready for all the inside to come out, okay? All right. So that's how we made our little festive popper.
Thanks so much for joining me today, creating our 4th of July popper. Now remember, the tissue paper is so sensitive, so don't pull it until you're ready for your popper to pop. And make sure you pull it somewhere that's safe and okay with your grown-up to pull, because all the things you put inside of here are gonna go flying out of the bottom, okay? Make sure to come back again because our next 4th of July project, we are going to be making some fireworks. But these aren't real fireworks. They're of course gonna be art fireworks, and we're gonna create them using glue and salt. A little bit different, huh? Make sure to check out our next video to see how we're gonna create these fireworks. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Come back again. See you guys next time. Bye.